guys! Today I'm going to review one of the most hyped about blushes ever, Nars Orgasm Blush. And you might notice something different though. I'm in a different place. This is my room, my actual room at home, because I came home for the weekend for Lunar New Year's, and because we had a 3-day weekend, and then my friend offered me a ride back to my hometown. So of course I said yes, because I don't get to go home that much. I go to school in Southern California, and I live in Northern California, so NorCal and SoCal. So I only get to go home for 3 times of the year, for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and spring break. So I was so happy that I got to go home this 3-day weekend and spend time with my family and celebrate New Year's with them. This is my room, and honestly nothing can replace my room. It's just I grew up here, you know, and it's so, when I come in here I just feel like a sense of warmth. That's a little bit cheesy, sorry. But yeah, I'm back home, so that's why the location is different. But anyway, back to the review. Like, I wasn't into blushes until recently. About a month ago, I tried out a blush on my face and I liked it so much because it gave me this nice radiant glow. And Nars Orgasm is possibly one of the most hyped about blushes ever. Like, everyone seems to know about this, and whenever I go to Sephora, like most of the time there's only 1 or 2 left or it's all sold out. So I went to the Sephora near my school back in SoCal and I tried this on. They have a little sample, and I tried this on in the store, and I looked in the mirror, and in the Sephora lighting I was like, okay, whatever, it's just like a normal blush, what's the big deal, right? But then I walked out of Sephora, and this is like a pretty good time, you know. It was one of those really clear days where it's not sunny but it's not gloomy, it's just, you know, in between. But I went, there's a kiosk in front of Sephora, and they were selling hair straighteners and curling irons, and of course the lady snagged me from the front of Sephora. She tried to sell me a flat iron for a good 10 or 15 minutes or so. This big mirror on the side of the kiosk, and we were facing it the whole time. So the whole time she was talking, I was barely even listening because I was looking at myself in the mirror, because I just came out of Sephora, so I had the Nars Orgasm Blush on my cheeks. So I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was like, oh my god, this looks so good. It just gave me this nice radiant glow, and it made me look all rosy and flushed in a good way. It didn't look overdone or overpowering or anything. It was just like the perfect amount of color on my cheeks. So I was amazed because I didn't know blush could work wonders on your face like that. So then I went back into Sephora, but then that Sephora ran out of it. So I was really disappointed, but I was like, well, I'm going home soon anyway. So I went home and I went to Sephora yesterday. The Sephora near my house in my hometown actually had 2 of them left. So this is one of them, and I used it once yesterday and I loved it. So I'm gonna do a review. So this is what the blush looks like. It comes in a box like this. I put it back in the original box so you guys could see. And then when you open it, it's just, I stuck my receipt in here too. But there's this black cardboard around it, and this is the actual packaging. I think it's really cute. Really simple and chic. When you open it, it just looks like this. But yeah, and this is the color. And this is described as a peachy pink with gold shimmer, and I think that's pretty accurate. And it comes with a mirror on top. Here, I will swatch it for you guys. It's just a really pretty color. That's what it looks like. The gold shimmer in it is very subtle, so don't be scared off. It's definitely not overpowering. It's not obnoxiously obvious, you know. It's not like the glitter that you put on your face when you're little and you play dress up. This is a very sophisticated kind of shimmer. And it's also very buildable. You can layer for a more intense dramatic look if you want, or you can just do a single swipe and it'll give you a really natural finish. I think the texture is pretty good. It's pretty silky, and it feels really good when you put it on your face, and it stays for a relatively long time. Like, I put it on in the morning, and at night you can still see it on my face, but it kind of fades off a little bit and just looks more natural, which is not a bad thing, I think. Nars claims that it's supposed to flatter all skin colors, and I'm not sure about that, but I know on my skin tone it looks very good. And I'm about like an NC20, NC25, depending on what season it is and how much I tan. I use this MAC 187 stippling brush to apply it, and I love applying blush with skunk brushes because they deposit the perfect amount of color on your cheeks. I will try this on for you guys so you can see what it looks like. What I do is I just tap it slightly, and you can see it on the brush. Just smile and put it on your cheeks. Apply it to the apples of your cheeks and blend upwards, like so. and then run it through again. Just dot it very lightly. Tap it off a little if there's anything. And to the other side. And always blend it upwards. And then I always blend it out by circular motions. This. I'll layer it on a little bit more so you guys can see the color better. But yeah, that's what it looks like. So it just, I'm not sure the camera picks it up, but it just gives you this really nice flirty color. It makes you look really glowy and cute the way blush is supposed to make you look, not like a clown. And so you can see how it looks on a different skin color. I'm gonna test it on my brother, and he is, we should give him props for being such a willing volunteer. I had to pressure him into it, but 5 stars for being a good sport, right? It's because my brother has a darker skin tone than me. Okay, so I'm gonna put some very lightly on his cheeks. Smile, Brian. I guess this is how it looks on his cheeks. It doesn't show up nearly as well as on mine. So, yeah, the color doesn't show up as well on his skin as it does on mine. So this probably shows up better in lighter skin tones. But I'm sure if you built up enough layers, then it would show up pretty well on dark skin as well. The bad thing about it is that it's pretty expensive. I got mine for $26 at Sephora plus tax. But there's a good amount of product, and because you use so little each time, I'm betting that it'll last a pretty long time, so it'll be worth your money. But I don't know if you guys do this, but to figure out a product's cost, I always divide the price by the number of times that I think I'll use it, or the number of times that it can be used. So like if a shirt is $30 and I estimate that I'll wear it 30 times throughout the year, then that's like $1 for each time I wear it. It makes it a better investment than a shirt of the same price that I'll wear like once. It'd be like $30 just to wear that shirt once. So that's kind of how I think of it, and I know that I'll be using this like almost daily because this is now my favorite blush. There are some good drugstore alternatives too. Like I really like my Maybelline Naturally Luminous blush, which was in my haul and which I've been using quite frequently this month. This is also a really good blush, and it's about $8 in drugstores and $4 on allcosmeticswholesale.com. My mom gave me this really pretty hair clip thing that has all these flowers on it, and so I put up half of my hair with it. So here, I'll show you guys. And then from the back too. So I think that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and have an awesome day. And chúc mừng năm mới. That's Vietnamese for Happy New Year's.